our newest KPRC2 team member. An exciting morning here at the Big Two in town. We are so excited to introduce to you our newest meteorologist, Daji Aswad. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
You know, when I say welcome, this really truly is a welcome home.
Yes.
Houston is home for you.
Houston is home. I've been here since I was 7. Well, I grew up in Houston, so this is all I know. You know, heat, hurricanes,
right. Humidity, Astros winning.
Wow, exactly. I was here over the weekend and I got to see them win. I was at a friend's house, but still, it's just you're back in the atmosphere of all the Houstonians. You know,
it's really an exciting time for you to join the team. I remember when I joined the team 2 years ago, around this time, we were right where we are right now, headed to the playoffs. And so it's really an exciting time to join our team. We're so happy to have you. You're coming to us from Wisconsin, from Milwaukee.
From Milwaukee, and the sports scene there is also fun. So like you said,
it is a little sports town, right?
Yeah. The Bucks and the Brewers. The Brewers, unfortunately, you know, not as good as the Astros. But it was a good time to be there. It was a lot of snow at times and a lot of cold. Something that are not my favorite types of weather, but you learn how to manage all the 4 seasons.
Listen, I think experiencing that, coming from the north, coming from born and raised in New York, but having worked in Minneapolis, you know, I think that makes you an even better reporter, but also for you, really a meteorologist.
Yeah, it makes you well-rounded. So you're able to really know the difference between what's really cold. So our cold here in Texas is way different than the cold in the Midwest. So it's a huge difference. But standing in the cold, standing in the heat, telling that weather story regardless and making people understand the impacts is all the same. And so that's what I hope to do here, bring those impacts and let you know what you need on a daily basis.
Well, I know that you will be wonderful. Talk to us about, you know, you mentioned you grew up here in Houston. Where did you go to school?
I went to Harmony Science Academy. So it was a small charter school at the time. I went to the very first one.
Oh, wow.
And now I think they call themselves Harmony Public Schools.
Okay. But
it was a science-based school. I went through a lot of science fairs, science Olympiad, so I was a little nerdy. You know, that's okay. But all of that good stuff. So, and I had a very small class, so we all still know each other pretty much, and it was a good foundation for me to get into science and my career now.
What is one influence that has been profound in your life?
Oh, that's a good one.
I'm going off script here.
I know.
I know I'm supposed to be asking you about your favorite food. If you want to talk about your favorite food instead.
Yeah.
But I was just curious, you know, growing up here in Houston, going into science, coming from that small, close-knit community, I wasn't sure if there was one person that really had a major impact on you and why, and what led you into science, what led you into STEM.
Yeah, I think I had a lot of good teachers, whether they were science teachers or not.
They made a difference.
Yeah, they made a difference. One of my teachers, Mr. Kaya, he was one of our science teachers. He really made sure we were putting our dreams up front, right? Learn the courses that you need to do, but what do you like to do? What are you having fun doing?
The passion projects.
Yeah, and then putting us on the pedestals to say, hey, you can do this. So those were one of the teachers that I really remember. Mrs. Spears, she was a history teacher.
Shout out to them this morning, right?
Yeah, all of those teachers. I remember they were so critical to making me think harder, and then also being nice, teaching us how to be kind to your classmates that need help. I wasn't always the A+ student in math. You had your classmates.
You had to work.
Yeah, you had to work. And those learning how to, you know, study with each other and laugh with each other helps you get to also enjoy your passions as well.
Very true, very true. Okay, your favorite food?
My favorite food is seafood, but I am like Megan Thee Stallion here. I love some hot Cheetos with some nacho cheese.
Okay. With that, your favorite singer?
My favorite. Oh, that's a hard one. So I just went to the Beyonce concert.
Here in Houston?
I did not make it back to Houston. I went to the last show in Kansas City, but it was still fantastic.
Yes.
I love Adele.
Okay.
So like you know, if you can really sing, and I'm really right now into Cleo Soul. She's like a soul R&B.
I'm awful with names, but you'll have to play some songs.
Yeah, it's a bop.
Break. Okay. Favorite hobby?
favorite hobby, I like doing CrossFit. So I was off for a few months from doing CrossFit, but now I started again this week, and your girl was so sore.
I haven't done CrossFit in years, but when I did it, I was in the best shape of my life.
Yeah, it really,
best shape of my life.
I think mentally too.
Who is this?
Oh, this is my baby Bandit.
Bandit, tell us all about Bandit.
Bandit is 2 years old. He is a Cavachon, which is a King Charles Cavalier mix with Bichon.
Okay.
So he is full of
a little guy.
Little, about 15 pounds.
But a ball of energy.
Ball of energy.
You need
Loves
to bottle
cats.
that stuff up and send it into the studio.
Exactly.
Right?
We need that in the morning times.
Yeah, I love that. Okay. And what do you love most about living in Houston?
I love the diversity. So there's so much, many cultures that we can always learn about, and I really enjoy that. That if you want to learn about someone else's culture, there's going to be a restaurant you can go to.
Yeah.
There's going to be maybe a mosque or a synagogue. There's going to be everywhere for you to have
something for
resources.
everyone.
Yes, that you can learn from, whether it's taste, whether it's festivals. You can learn about everyone's culture and why they have pride in it.
Yeah. So we mentioned you're a meteorologist,
Yes.
and you're going to be forecasting for us. Talk to us about your schedule. Do we know what shows you're going to be forecasting for, and what will you be doing during other shows?
Yeah, so I'll be doing forecasting weekend evenings, and that will run from, I believe, the 5 and 10 or the 6 and 10 on the weekend. And then when I'm not forecasting, I'll be hopefully doing some science, climate,
STEM-like reports.
yes, STEM-like reports. And I really have a passion that because as a country, especially being in the Midwest, we have a lot of farmers that rely on the weather.
Yeah.
And that brings us our food.
Yeah.
Just simple things. Or maybe some of you like to cut Christmas trees. I hope to pitch a Christmas tree story about how the heat may have impacted some of those early trees and maybe some of the more mature trees. There's so many ways that you can talk about weather and things that matter to us on a day-to-day basis or a holiday basis. And I think there's so many stories to be told here in Houston.
And how they impact us, our health, and of course our wealth too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we are so excited to have you, Daji Aswad. Welcome to the team. Go and follow her on social media if you aren't already. Are they up yet? Are your handles up?
Not just yet, but they will be up, and we'll post them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, welcome. What's that, Sam? Okay, so I guess we're going to give you one more look. Minute Maid Park, yes. Are you going to try going to the game this weekend?
I will be here working, so I wish I could go.
Oh, that's right. It starts this weekend. Is this weekend, will you be on air?
I will be on air this weekend, so tune in. We'll give you that forecast
Saturday
for the
afternoon,
game.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be beautiful.
Well, we are, again, so excited to have you here with us. A very exciting time to be joining a broadcast team here in Houston.
So excited.
Welcome.